Hi people, it's Ebony JB and I'm back with another video. And today, do you know what? Sorry, I'm just a little bit distracted because I've got my bandana vinyl. I am so excited. See, my vinyl collection is growing, or vinyl, whatever. I don't know how people say it nowadays, but I say vinyl. And I'm probably saying it wrong because I say a lot of things wrong. But anyways, my bandana vinyl came through. Now this is my first ever 10. If you've been on my channel and you've watched my videos to Freddie Gibbs, this was my first ever 10 album that I rated on my channel ever. So it had to be vinyl worthy. So now that sits back here. In other things, it's like 33 degrees in London right now. So it's extremely hot. So I'm very hot and bothered. I'm very hot and bothered. And I'm gonna try and not show that in the video. But if you see it seeping through, I'm actually reacting to that new Black Soprano family album. I'm very excited for this because I heard the snippet on Instagram because I followed the Griselda page and I saw the snippet and I was like, what? This album sounds insane.
It's a quarantine drink. These niggas, all my niggas, exes niggas about me. Know my bricks. Tennis bracelets got the US Open on my wrist. Yeah, bro, talk your shit, nigga. I still get regular check.
I really like that sound. These are the real Sopranos. I really like this Black Soprano thing we got going on, that Benny's got going on here.
Got it in the kitchen cooking, left the roach. Money the only thing that need quarantine. They say power and fortune bring you Jordan rings. Call me for Louis bags and abortion fees. A quarter brick in the
That's not really a pairing you're used to hearing. Like, yo, I want that Louis bag and also the abortion fees.
Big before they shit, I started that shit, nigga. Come first, nigga. The butcher coming, nigga.
So I absolutely love that beat, that melody, perfect start. It was filled with so much, like, just agginess and rawness. It was the perfect, like, boom in your face start to this album here. I'm so excited because this is a big like dream of Benny. I've read up on it and this is something he's wanted to do for a while. Had that label. So happy that it's come into play and we're getting this quality music.
These guys are just like the Sopranos.
Never pull out the body. It's always more grams in the water. One trap. Make the dope flow move like water. Make sense. I'm still trying to make a.
Who sang the start of that?
Chance. That drug money got me tweaking like I take sense. Reaching in, you shake hands. Your last money hit the whip again. With babies in the water like a christening. My penmanship. Give it's always more grams in the water. Two at a time, no fentanyl. That'll get you caught up.
How they call it sale bill? I'm on a mission, yeah. I'm talking about a hit or a drill. Still got clientele. They hit me. Government mad when we rebuild. They want us fragile and we still label us savages. We still thugging and blasting our meat meal. Dumping
Grams in the water.
Found out these fair judges head hunting. Niggas wish they hustled when they seen I had that bread coming. Preparation be these traps where I pitch to get it fixed. The smokers bring a TV back. These niggas talk I ever had with slide green effort. Palm trees, bomb my shit. You got a bag, heroin and steps. Take it to the spot, see, that's where it get a test. And they gon'
I never pull out the body. It's always more grams in the water.
Grams in the Water is beautiful. It really reminds me of that 90s period where R&B and hip-hop really fused so well together. The police always drive by when I'm reacting to Griselda, like, listen, it's just music. Grams in the Water is just reminding me of that period because it has that soul-like, R&B-like sung hook by whoever that is. They're wonderful. They're just working so well together. Benny has really handpicked some excellent, extremely talented people that are reminiscent of him in terms of that old 90s hip-hop flow, that storytelling and that sound. They just all kind of reminiscent of him, but still, of course, very different. So we've got Demob. I heard this when I first listened to It's Over and went back and listened to Demob. In terms of like the two singles from this album, I like It's Over more than Demob. But not to say that it's not a good trap, just like even production wise, I didn't connect that much with the production than I did with It's Over. I absolutely love the sample in It's Over, so It's Over was the single that I preferred.
a dedication.
These are the real Sopranos.
DJ Drama.
siren kind of sound. And you know when you hear sirens, it's never good news. So this track is just not good news.
Not the type that you hand feed. Shots from the 40 cal will make them stampede. My hand squeeze. First thing you see 45, make my pants lean. In the 745, selling burn clean. I've been on shoot. They tell me chill, but fuck that. I'm ready to shoot. I was young, Biggie Smalls made them give me the loot. Cousin Crippin', 40 with the stick, ain't worried about beef. I fell in love with the streets. Left me when my granny had me listening to the whispers. Krills on my cheek when my auntie used to kiss us. Now I'm for the hover. Dookie ropes, caddies and sobs before 6,000s, the feds and power. Young nigga leading the war, I'm Colin Powell. That's Jonesy. The Bloods, G's the Kings. From the north, south, west to the east, I fell in love with the streets.
Like the nostalgia that this label brings in terms of taking you back to when hip hop was really, really just so gutterish and so descriptive of that lifestyle is great. Nowadays hip hop isn't that descriptive of that lifestyle, partly because we're in a society now where a lot of things are censored nowadays, because there's a lot of critique and all those stuff, and also because just generally the youth is no longer, the interest is no longer in that kind of sound and story being told anymore. Nobody's really interested in that. The youth are more interested in like the flashiness, the materialism of rap and hip hop, you know, the bravado, the bragging of rap and hip hop, the simple bars. Nobody really likes the complicated, witty bars about the street life anymore. So hearing things like this, which is just so nostalgic of that time, it's just great to think that music like that is just still being made.
My mind right, the bitches love it too. When the sparkles hit your diamonds, they can't help but notice you. Looking for a year just to keep my image up. Y'all niggas ain't real as us. 50,000 later and I say that your Joker and Jamal play. These niggas is all cat. I can do this all day. It's better when your money.
We have the high-pitched kind of keys, which is like making it sound really like nocturnal, making it sound really eerie, and then we have the doo-doo, which is like really powerful, really majestic. So it's like, it's, even though it's taking you into the nighttime where things are like quiet and things are like undercovers, it's like we have that big doo-doo, and it's like, it's quite revealing and exposing in a way. So it's like this track is like taking you into the scene, that nighttime street scene, and revealing to you type of like powerful, rough, gutterish individuals are operating in those scenes, in that scene right there. It's insane. I love the production. I like how it contrasts with this power and then this kind of secrecy. Ricky and Funds is insane. I think it's up there with Grams in the Water and Quarantine. Like my top 3 right now: Quarantine, Grams in the Water, and Ricky and Funds. Love of the Streets was still great, but like Love of the Streets was still great, but if I'm gonna like try and make things a tier, then In Love with. So there's a little bit of a situation that happened in which I skipped completely the Paulie and Vito track and did not even realize that I had skipped it, and went straight on to Valerie. So I had to like go back during the day, a bit later on in the day where it was a bit darker, and record my reaction to Paulie and Vito separately and then put it into the video. So you will notice the lighting's a bit different and all that jazz, but I do severely apologize because I don't know how I just skipped that track, but I somehow did. And in editing just now, I realized, and I was like, gosh, you're such an idiot. How the hell did you manage to do that? But, you know, here's the reaction. I just did it a bit later on, so yeah.
Real thugs love to toe heat. All the it's time to separate the boys from men. These niggas green don't even have enough wins. Try and get me a Benz. Just for standing on the corner with a bundle and Timbs. I'm thinking the plus I'm fucking the friends. I've been chasing them bands. I make plans. In the streets I'm connected. Nigga highly respected. Throwing dirt on my name, but they never directed. Name whole thing. Probably ain't seen one, so you don't know that talk. Off white in the pot. We from the struggle, it was hard in the streets. Before rap, so hard in the streets. Niggas so hard. All the hustlers posted on them back streets. Still up, nigga had a slow week. Nigga, that's a slow leak. It's the mob. We don't fuck with police.
All I talk is money and it's fluent, I'm bilingual. Turn my operation to an album with no singles. Just as like casino. I come from the biggest little city, it ain't Reno. Free my brother, couldn't be no broke nigga. Since we talking bread, you gotta break it with your close niggas. You sick cause what I gross nigga.
Struggle, it was hard in the streets before rap, so hard in the streets.
I really like Paulie and Vito. I couldn't even talk too much about that. I just was enjoying it for what it was. Like in the moment, you just gotta take it in. And it's so mad because like they make this music like as like, not to say that they don't want like a diverse audience, but I mean like they make this music with the people that have lived this lifestyle in mind, you know what I mean? Because they have been people to live this lifestyle, so they can sympathize with people that are living that lifestyle and are making this music in a way kind of sympathizing with those people that are still within that kind of situation. And it's like me that's not in that situation at all is just vibing to this. Me that has no kind of street affiliation, nothing, nada, I'm still enjoying this track.
I come from, bitches playing.
Okay, this track's one. Let's add to the playlist right now. I mean, this track's... What is this? Back, I have to reload it.
These are the real Sopranos.
It's an eye for an eye where I come from. Bitches playing both big drum. It's break 3 when I told the streets was my last hope. Said he wanted 50 a hard. I sold his ass so up ain't deep. Lost homies on them same streets. Niggas play pickup games. Now they 6 feet. The streets come sick my dog on them Chico. Big assault rifle that's longer than Lil Ito. The pounds ain't wrong. Bitches playing both sides where I come from. Wartime nigga, that's word on my son. I've been on both sides of the gun. Cocaine, 223s make the wood chop. We use 7.62s and put his face on the news shot. Glum, not a case on the scene. Shell catch on it. I'm looking for him, show me my opponent. Just bought a box full of handguns. So nigga, tell me how careful when you mention us. Leave you stretched out, hole in your head, body stiffen up. It's an eye for an eye where I come from. Bitches playing both sides where I come from.
This Valerie took it. And it's the 7th track as well. Valerie took it. I was looking at this Valerie track thinking, Valerie, from the name of that song, I can't tell what the hell it's going to be about. Little did I know that it's going to be the track that blew my mind. Like, that's an insane track right there. I love the hook. I'm a big fan of that hip-hop that has that hook. Like, this was just everything I would want from a hip-hop hook. Telling the story, the overarching story of what they're speaking about in the verses, saying this is, you know, they ain't got this where I come from, and you know, people aren't like this where I come from. Telling that overarching story of the struggle, and then in the verses delving deeper. The last track we've got is It's Over, which I also have had and done a reaction to, so if you haven't seen that, you can check it out. Every single artist within this scene is extremely talented. I hope that a lot of people hear this joint tape with Benny being with them and go off and just look at them and watch their spaces, because that's what I'm doing. So I absolutely love this album. I feel like we got every single song was a banger. I'm gonna rate it. I think I'm gonna rate it. I also stupidly forgot to include my criteria. So my criteria usually is, you know, does it make creative sense? Did it take me on a journey? How many boom tracks? And I feel like this is a short album, so it didn't really take me on a journey as such, but it definitely did make creative sense because every vibe that was made was maintained, and the production was just perfectly matched to the storylines and the hooks, and it just made a lot of sense creatively. And then in terms of boom tracks, again, I'm listening to most songs, like I'm listening to like 7 out of 8 songs, so it was that's probably why it's gonna score what I give it. I'm gonna give it a 7. Thank you guys for watching my reaction and review to the Black Soprano Family's tape with DJ Drama. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button down below and leave a comment down below of your thoughts. I'll see you guys all next time.